Hello everybody and welcome to day 6 of Raffvent, during which we open the doors on the Kill the Chocolate mini advent calendar that I have received. Despite the fact that it has no pictures on the insides of the doors, we will be playing the traditional game of guessing what the picture would have been if there had been a picture. I was planning to keep this introduction section quite short today because I have quite a long Yuletide Facts section coming at the end. Yuletide Facts, I must remind you, are fun and not educational. It's time for us to take part in the traditional game of trying to guess what the picture is going to be behind door number 6. Door number 6 largely consists of half of the word "we" and the right eye of this poor snowman who has no idea what is about to happen to him. So my 3 guesses today are going to be, let me think. Firstly, the traditional snowman guess, which will continue until such time as the picture behind the door is actually a snowman. My second guess is going to be a sparkly advent star. And I think, in honour of the fact that it's the 6th, my third guess is going to be a buff Santa Claus gazing coquettishly at the viewer. I'm now going to give you 12 seconds to lock in what you think is behind the door. It could be one of those 3, but there's a chance it might not be. So if you're feeling lucky, you might want to guess something else. And I will see you in 12 seconds. Welcome back. Let's open door number 6. What will it be? Will it be a snowman? Will it be a twinkling advent star? Or will it be a buff Santa Claus gazing coquettishly at the viewer? It is... Oh, that's lovely. It is a twinkling Christmas star. Although I will say right now that whether it twinkles or not will depend significantly on whether I'm able to make the 3D effect for twinkle work on a moving image. Anyway, if any of you guessed a delightful advent star, you have won today's Raffvent. So, it's the 6th, and now that we've done the door, it's time for the Fun Yuletide Facts. My original plan today was to talk about a festive Yuletide cannibal called Père Foutard. But I was put off this by 2 things. One, I actually started looking into St. Nicholas before I remembered I was planning to do the festive Yuletide cannibal. And actually, there's a lot of interesting facts about St. Nicholas that I thought I could put up. Fun facts, not educational facts. And also because I'm really not comfortable with my pronunciation of the name Père Foutard. So as a consequence, here is today's Yuletide Christmas fact. Fun, not educational. And all that remains to say, remember to take your meds, especially if you are well. I don't want to hear about you forgetting again, or else I will send the Krampus around to whip you and drag you to hell and eat you in a disproportionate fashion. Bye-bye! December the 6th is St. Nicholas's Day. St. Nicholas, whose name is of Greek origin and means victor of the people, was born in Patara in AD 270 and served as Bishop of Myra, both seaport towns off Turkey's southern coast where he lived all his life. Becoming a bishop at the age of 30, he is said to have participated in the Council of Nicaea, the first ecumenical council of the Christian Church, but he's never mentioned by anyone who was actually there. One story says that he was temporarily defrocked and imprisoned for slapping another attendee, the heretic Arius. After his death, his bones were removed from his tomb by a group of Italian merchants from Bari, who took them to their hometown where they were enshrined in the Basilica di San Nicola. The bones they left behind were later stolen by Venetian sailors and taken to Venice during the First Crusade. In one of the earliest attested and most famous incidents from his life, he is said to have rescued 3 poor girls from being forced into prostitution by their father, dropping a sack of gold coins through the window of their house each night for 3 nights so their father could pay a dowry for each of them. Other early stories tell of him calming a storm at sea, saving 3 innocent soldiers from wrongful execution by a corrupt magistrate, and chopping down a tree possessed by a demon. St. Nicholas's Day has been marked by a number of traditional events. The inspiration of St. Nicholas led French nuns during the Middle Ages to begin bringing anonymous gifts to needy families under the cover of night on December the 5th, St. Nicholas's Eve. The next morning, the feast of St. Nicholas, the poor families would wake to discover food, clothing, treats, and some modest money assistance. When the poor tried to find out who their benefactor was, they received the answer, it must have been St. Nicholas. In late medieval England, parishes held Yuletide boy-bishop celebrations, during which youths performed the function of priests and bishops and exercised rule over their elders. Another source says that on the 6th of December, every sailor or ex-sailor in the Low Countries, which at that time was virtually the entire male population, would descend to the harbour towns to participate in a church celebration of their patron saint. On the way back, they would stop at one of the various Nicholas fairs to buy some hard-to-come-by goods, gifts for their loved ones, and, invariably, some little presents for their children. While the real gifts would only be presented at Christmas, the little presents for the children were given right away, courtesy of St. Nicholas. Coupled with his miracle of resurrecting 3 butchered children, this made St. Nicholas a patron saint of children and later students. St. Nicholas inspired Santa Claus. In the Netherlands, he was referred to as Sinterklaas, a name the Dutch brought with them to North America when they founded New Amsterdam. English-speaking settlers later corrupted the name, which evolved into Santa Claus. Several of our gift-giving traditions can be traced back to St. Nicholas. Oranges, a popular treat as a stocking filler, were traditionally given by Sinterklaas to children in Holland. The oranges recall the 3 round purses containing gold coins St. Nicholas threw into the window of the destitute family. On St. Nicholas's Day, children leave out shoes, which are then filled with sweets or coins, echoing another of the saint's secretive do-gooding antics. These acts of charity are also recalled in the gold foil-wrapped chocolate coins that are another popular stocking filler, though arguably a little disappointing when compared to actual gold coins. Finally, the candy cane, popular in America, is associated with the bishop's crozier of St. Nicholas. St. Nicholas often appears with one or more companions, many of whom have their own remarkable stories. They include the Krampus, the inquisitorial Knecht Ruprecht, the hairy Belsnickel, the controversial Zwarte Piet, the actual devil, an angel, and the festive cannibal Père Fouettard. St. Nicholas's special festival is the 6th of December, or the 19th of December in the Eastern Orthodox Church, thanks to the Gregorian calendar, but he is respected throughout the Christian world as a major saint. Among other things, he is recognised as the patron saint of children, coopers, sailors, fishermen, merchants, broadcasters, the falsely accused, repentant thieves, brewers, pharmacists, archers, unmarried people, students, Aberdeen, Galway, Russia, Greece, Liverpool, Bari, Moscow, and Amsterdam. He's also the patron saint of pawnbrokers, whose traditional use of 3 golden balls to mark their establishments echoes the story of the 3 bags of gold. So now you know.